What up? What up? What up, y'all? Man, what's good?
Man, what's good? Man, what's good?
So Milwaukee is the world champions.
World champion.
They got it done, man. They got it done. And honestly, man, it was looking like uh they was gonna be up out of there early. They started the series out down 2-0. You know what I'm saying? They started out down 2-0, and then look what happened. But I mean, I don't know if that's a knock on Chris Paul, because I mean everybody down the stretch he always falls short. You know what I'm saying? He always falls short. So you know I don't know what really to attribute the loss to, because this is something he's known for. You know what I'm saying? This is something he's known for. So I don't know, you know, I don't know, because honestly, I don't think the Bucks was better. You know what I'm saying? I think Phoenix was the better team. Just I feel like they just ran out of gas towards the end, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they just ran out of gas towards the end, and you know, Game 6, uh, Drew Holiday didn't play good. Um, Chris Middleton didn't play particularly well. I think Drew Holiday was like 4 for 19. Like, they didn't play good in Game 6, and that was a game that Phoenix could have took advantage, and not to mention all the turnovers. They had like 8 turnovers in the first quarter. Did Milwaukee, you know? So that in itself is like, you can't capitalize on that. Chris Paul didn't have a particularly bad Game 6, but Book didn't play well. Ayton didn't play well. I'm one of the people who thought letting Ayton shoulder the load of guarding Giannis. I thought that was a good idea, and I was wrong. Way wrong, to the tune of 50 points. You know what I'm saying? But I'm guessing it should have been like a trade off. Maybe Crowder or somebody take him up top. Then when he get to the paint, hand him over to Ayton, because there was games when Ayton slowed him down in the paint, made him shoot bad shots, and when he got caught up in the switch with Ayton, he ended up shooting horrible threes. Air balls, a couple air balls. So, but Game 6, he had everything working. He had his eyes on the prize in Game 6. So who knows? Who knows if anybody would have been guarding him Game 6, what would have happened? He probably would have still had the same 50. You know, Game 6, closeout game, he smelt it. Um, he was looking at the finish line, and he went and got it done. He went and got it done. You know, got to take your hat off to him. Got to take your hat off to him, regardless of the circumstance. And by the circumstance, I mean Um, I don't want to seem like a hater or nothing, but everybody, with the exception of Miami, all the teams that could have beat them, everybody they played had major injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that asks the question of, that brings up the question of, can they repeat? Can they repeat? Because the thing is, to me, they shouldn't have been there in the first place. I mean, they played um, Brooklyn and lost by what, 50, and then Kyrie gets hurt, and then the rest is history. But I just feel like, to me, they wasn't the best team in the East, you know, and Phoenix made the championship due to a lot of major injuries too. So would they even, you know, would it even have been Phoenix if everything would have shook out the way it was supposed to? Would it had even been Phoenix? I don't really think so, but it is what it is. So they took advantage of the opportunity because, personally, I don't think neither team is going to be there next year or nowhere near in the future. So even though Giannis is only 26, but and on the Phoenix side, you gotta know Chris Paul is gonna be out of there soon. You know, Chris Paul is gonna be out of there soon. So it's just a thing where you know um, both teams capitalized on everything that happened, all the injuries. They did what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to win them games, win those series, and beat those teams, and they did it. So in that sense, we can't really hate on them. But just throwing out the question of, will they be back? I don't think they'll be back. You know, I don't think either team will be back because I don't think either team is the best team in their conference. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, I don't know that either team will be back. I just feel like um, things presented themselves and they took advantage. Like I said, which they should have. You know, I don't know if I told y'all. Well, I did tell y'all. Um, we will be back in studio, in the podcast studio, new studio, different different studio, um, next week. So yes, yes, yes. And I'm thinking the first show back might be around Thursday. Only thing I'm looking for now is the time. You know, obviously it won't be this late. This right here is just one of them can't sleep lives. You know what I'm saying? It's a can't sleep live. That's all. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing major. It's just you know, something put together. But yeah, man, what y'all think, man? What do y'all think? I don't know that either team will be there next year. I'm pretty sure Phoenix won't be there next year because the way they're talking now, Chris Paul is not even going to be on the team. So, which is crazy. You know, he got full control over that team. And to not be back, to not come back is crazy. To not come back is crazy. They might need a player to get to the finals. They might need another player, um, another solid player. But you know, I don't know, you know, if it's gonna go, So here's the thing: if LeBron finally does pull Chris Paul with him to the Lakers, because remember the NBA vetoed that trade a long time ago. But if he does, just say Russ goes to Phoenix or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be something to see. It's not set in stone yet whether Chris Paul's leaving or staying. But hey, like I said, man, I'm not gonna do a lot here. I just wanted to jump on, man, and get a Bucks their props because I don't like the Bucks. I'm not a Bucks fan. I didn't think they belonged in the finals, but the way everything shook out, a Bucks and Phoenix final is what it is. Because I don't think the Bucks would beat the Clippers or the Lakers or uh Denver had their guard didn't get hurt, Jamal Murray. So it just shook out the way it shook out. And but they did what they had to do with their opportunity. Like that would have been great for Phoenix to get that win. Started out perfect. Had your boys come into the game. One down, three to go. Two down, two to go. And then on cue, Chris Paul ran out of gas. He didn't have a veteran. He didn't have a seasoned vets to back him up. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that's another drawback of having a young team like that, and you being the only an older, experienced guy. You tend to, when you run out of gas, you don't got nobody else to lean on. Game 4 and 5, Book didn't look like himself, even though he had 40 in one of the games, but it was all one-on-one. I think they had the second least passes in a finals game in history, and that was just due to Devin Booker, just everything one-on-one, going to the basket, going to the rack, head down, just going crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, we got some football to talk. Man, because the NBA's over. This is like a small little short wrap up. The NBA's over. We got some football to talk. You understand? I'm about to talk listen. And I feel like by week 5 or 6, we'll know what's what. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I feel like Tampa Bay and Kansas City is gonna be the front runners. The Super Bowl favorites, whatever. But you know, by week 5 or 6, I think we've been seeing who else to put up in the mix. And it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna talk about the Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, mandatory next week. Touch base on it. There's a lot of stuff going on. Tonight ain't tonight because it's like basically the morning. It's 2:30, man. I'm just up, couldn't sleep. Feel the sleep coming now, but I just want to jump on, say what's up, salute everybody, let everybody know how hype I am because the podcast is coming back next week, back in studio rather. Hopefully y'all hype too. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. Salute to the Bucks. Salute to Giannis. They're going for the repeat. They're gearing up for the repeat now. Semi regular season that they had this year, short off season, but everything's back to normal. Regular off season now, training camp, dudes can get their bodies right, get back in their normal routine. We're gonna talk about the the NFL new vaccination rules, Olympics, what's going on with that. So next week we just gonna go crazy. We might go for 3 hours next week. We might go for 3 hours on the first show. So I'm hyped, man. So I want y'all to get hyped. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you already subscribed, tell your people to subscribe because we back and we about to get busy. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.